To Cancerian Chronicles. This is Misty. We are doing day 2 of our Level Up Your Life series for my Cancer sign, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising North Node. Really, if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, these messages may resonate, including if you don't have Cancer, but you are actually dealing with, or you have Cancerians like just in your energy, right? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure that you like the video, hit that thumbs up, but let's see what we need to know to level up. Okay. Oh. The messages for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Okay, so we have a flipper and it says action. At the bottom, we have the woman holding a heart. So for some of you guys, I'm hearing get out of my head, get into my heart, or something like that. So it's kind of like whatever this is that you're feeling passionate about, whatever this is that is like your strongest desire, whatever it is that you're wanting, like you need to actually take action steps towards whatever this is. Let's see what we have at the top. Yeah. At the top, we have indecision. So if you are just kind of like at a crossroads, not quite knowing what to do, I mean, you're gonna have to pick a side is what I'm getting. You're gonna have to pick a side. So whatever this is that you want, you're gonna have to go for it, right? And I'm getting the sense of like if you have a lot of things that you're wanting to tackle all at once, pick as many as you can handle. So I would say, like 2 to 3 things that you want to work on, right? So if this has something to do with like self-improvement, personal improvement, pick one thing that you want to work on with yourself. Like if there's something also that you want to work on that has to do with work or like a business, like pick a focus. Like what are you going to focus on? And take action. It's kind of like I'm hearing like micro habits or mini habits, like start taking small steps, because a small step is better than no step at all, right? So just make sure that you're taking some type of action towards whatever it is that you are wanting to accomplish. Oh, geez. Yeah, we have a woman holding a coin and this flipped out in reverse. Yeah. So what I'm getting from that, yes. Okay. So at the bottom, you guys, we have anxiety. So it's kind of like, so I'm getting for a lot of you guys, this has something to do with work or like some project or a business or something to that effect. And so focus on your actual goals. Focus on the action steps that you need to take. Don't focus on, how much money you have coming in. Like if all of your basic needs are taken care of, it's kind of like focus on enjoying whatever this is that you're trying to bring in. Focus on, I'm hearing something about the little things, like focus on that. Enjoy the little things that you're doing. So like, let's say, for example, you are an influencer or you create content, like I'm hearing get into it, yeah, or something like that. I think that's like Nikki. I don't remember if that's Nikki. I don't know who that is, but it's like get into it, right? So like if you're an influencer, if you're a content creator, like focus on those things that really excite you about creating content. What excites you about being an influencer, whether it's like engaging with, your audience or, whatever this is, but focus more on that and less on like how much money you have coming in. Because what I'm getting is like, if you stop worrying about the financial aspect of it, and it's kind of like what we talked about on day 1, Cancer. For Cancerians, like the more that you are in like a high vibration, like your feelings are tightly like connected to what you bring in, the positive things that you're manifesting. So if you're focusing more on just enjoying whatever this is, even if it's a relationship, like enjoy the time that you're spending with the other person. You know, don't focus on, you know, like things that you're getting, or, you know, whatever. It's just something like that. Like focus more on just enjoying yourself, enjoying life, enjoying whatever this is that you want or that you like. Yeah. Put whatever worries or concerns that you have about finances, you need to put that to rest. Okay. And I'm also I'm hearing something about like analysis paralysis. So because I'm getting like, once you start to worry or, you know, be concerned with certain things like that, like it's kind of like you don't do anything at all. So either way, if you're stuck in your head, and you're kind of like paralyzed with fear because you're overly concerned about money and you're not taking action towards whatever it is that you're supposed to be taking action on, you're not going to get the money anyway. So it's like, focus on enjoying whatever this is that you're working on. If you're an artist, enjoy creating your art. Like just that I'm getting that kind of a feel from that vibe. Ooh, yeah. And we have deceit. Deceit came out. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm looking at all of that red, you guys. And, you know, red, it has to do with like the root chakra. It has to do with like your stability, your security, right? Feeling safe and secure. And it's kind of like, again, if your needs, your basic needs are being met, then you can focus on whatever this is. Like, obviously, if they're not being met, you got to do what you got to do. But if you have a way to meet your needs, don't let that deceive you, because maybe you're not able to, like, you know, you don't have a bag, or I mean, I don't know. But it's kind of like deceptive thoughts. Yeah. I'm also getting, for some of you guys, your finances and your relationships are connected, right? So if you are giving your time and energy to people that are deceptive in nature, like they're kind of coming to take from you, like while you're working on your foundation, your security, you kind of have to be careful with people coming in that really, like, they're just coming in to take something from you. Like, just be kind of careful with that. Yesterday, it feels like it's kind of piggybacking off of yesterday, where I talked about, you know, like, ask why, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions and get to the heart of the matter. But don't allow any type of deceptive practices, like people coming in with any type of secrets. If you find out someone is withholding information from you, and I'm hearing something about lying by omission, it doesn't matter. A lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. And if they are omitting important information, the only reason someone would do that, like they may say, well, I didn't think it was important, or you didn't ask. No, they're doing it because they're being deceptive, and they're serving as some type of distraction to keep you from whatever you're meant to be working on. Yeah. But at the bottom, we have that goddess of the moon. It feels like there's some type of secret surrounding that. So I don't know what that could be. Like, if other people are like involved with whatever that is. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I heard something about a cult, so I don't know. Okay, so under action, and these are the cards that I was guided to select for this reading for day 2, but we have sale. And it says, learn the art of sales. Embrace selling as a sacred exchange of energy. well-being and goodwill between you and your ideal client. And what I was also getting from that, it's like, especially with this exchange of energy, I'm hearing it's something like something from nothing leaves something. But I'm really, what I heard was like the art of persuasion. Some of you guys need to work on your your ability to persuade, which is basically selling. Or if it's not that, it may not even be that you need to learn how to do it. It's kind of like someone might feel shy or embarrassed about doing it, or yeah. And so you're not like, you're not saying what it is that you want. Like, you're not speaking up for yourself or taking action, especially if this has to do with like your work or like business, or like you want like a raise, a promotion. Like, you're not taking action towards something. Like, it's kind of like, you're not really selling yourself. Like, it feels like someone is like really, I'm hearing, tiene vergüenza. So it's like someone is ashamed. Someone feels ashamed to kind of toot their own horn or something like that. And that's something that you're going to have to get over. Like, if it's about you in a relationship, if it's you at work, you have to be able to, like, no matter what, you are your brand. If this has to do with a business, like whatever it is that you're creating, that you stand behind it. So like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Oh gosh, at the bottom, it says personal brand. This might have something more to do with like being like shy with singing your own praises. I heard something about a mirror. So some of you guys may need to kind of come up with your elevator speech. And this would be like, if it's about you, like personally, if this has something to do with dating, if this has something to do with work, if this has something to do with a business, it's like practice your singing your praises in the mirror, practice your elevator speech, or, whatever, so that it just kind of like rolls off your tongue, like it's second nature. You don't have to think about it. Yeah. Yeah, we have allow. Get out of your own way and let the doors of success open for you. I really feel like, for day 2, this is really about something that you're working on. So a business or something. But you need to be taking some type of action with what you're doing. You need to make sure that you're like, whatever these fears are that you have about selling, or really, and I'm hearing something about, something that you do, like it sells itself, but you still have to present whatever this is to the people. Oh, that just said something about set up or step up. Yeah, you're going to still have to do your part. You're going to have to take some type of action. Yeah, listen is what popped out. And it's under this woman holding a coin that came out in reverse, where I talked about like someone is focusing on, it might be like someone focusing on negative thoughts as it relates to finances. And with this listen coming in reverse, like you need to stop listening to like that stinking thinking, those negative thoughts that you may have. Like if you feel like you are like stuck or something like that, you're not stuck. The more that you take action, the more you're going to start to see progress. We have balance at the bottom. So there's something about, like making sure that you're balancing out your moments of like where you're taking different action in your business or whatever this is that you're working on. Yeah. So it's kind of like balance out, like if you have a product or service, like balance out like the creation of whatever it is that you're doing. And then also making sure that at the same time you are sharing it with the people, whoever your people are. Make sure that you are sharing this. Some of you guys may want to invest or, do something that has to do with personal development as it relates to sales or marketing or something like that, or communication. We have broadcast that just popped out. Yeah, develop your unique voice, then get your message out to your ideal audience. So come up with, some of you guys need to come up with like some type of marketing strategy or some type of marketing plan with whatever this business, this service, whatever this is that you're doing. Okay. Let's see, what is this with the deceit? Yeah, we have share that finally came out. It feels like someone might feel like they have like this type of imposter syndrome, like the fake it till you make it type of thing. But you're not, like, whatever this is that you're doing, you're not faking. You have the talent, you have the ability, you have the skill. What you're doing is needed. It's just, I'm getting the sense of like, you just need to allow time for the word to get out about who you are and what it is that you do, and how you can be of service or of benefit to other people. Like, just give it time. And we have strategize at the bottom. So back to, I mean, that's the same thing as like with the planning. Make sure that you come up with some type of marketing strategy or marketing plan for whatever this is that you're working on. I still keep going back to, like, for some of you guys, if this has something to do with like you have a 9 to 5 and you're wanting to be like promoted within your company, same thing. Like, you need to come up with some type of plan or strategy to make sure that you're being seen and heard with all of the good things that you're doing. I'm hearing closed mouths don't get fed. I feel like some of you guys are like, if you are still doing that thing, like where you're doing all of the work and allowing other people to get credit, or like you're trying to be the nice guy and you're like, oh yeah, we did it. No, you did it. You're going to have to start taking ownership for all of the good things that you do, for all of the, for everything that you provide. Like, wherever you are, people need to know that you are, I'm hearing irreplaceable. Like, you have to let people know that, like, you're not disposable. And if they think, it's kind of like, if your boss feels like everyone took part in whatever this is, then they think everyone can do it. And I'm kind of getting the sense of, for some of you guys, there might be like a person that's like really loud, really flamboyant, and always singing their praises, but it's off of your back. It's the work that you're doing. That's not going to get you where you're trying to go. Do not allow people to take credit for your work. For some of you guys, I'm hearing something about your north node. So some of you guys may need to look at your north node to kind of see that, that tells us part of like what our purpose is, right? Or you need to look at something in your chart that's telling you, like, some of the lessons that you're meant to learn. South node is about what it is that you've already mastered, right? So you might have something in your south node where it's about like you've already mastered being like with the group think, like being a part of the group, like working really well in a group. And for this life, you are meant to stand out. Yeah, as an individual. We have innovate at the bottom. There's something very unique about you or about what you do, what you bring to the table, so to speak. Like, there is no other like you, but it does no good if no one knows that. I'm hearing nobody knows it but me. It's not like, what good does that do if nobody knows it but you? You know, like you can't expect people to just kind of be able to read your mind. Okay, let's see what else we got. And again, you guys, make sure that you hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already. We're getting really close to that first goal of 250 subscribers. When we get 250 subscribers, if you have been commenting on the videos, I enter you into a drawing and you get to, you might win a free reading. And I'm not talking like some 5-minute or 10-minute reading, like you get a full actual reading with me. So I'm giving away 3 free readings, but you have to make sure that you subscribe, you're liking the videos, and that you leave comments. Okay. So the comments get you into the drawing. Okay. So, oh, okay. I didn't even get it out. I was about to say message for Cancer, and what popped out is the Ace of Wands right here under action, which is like something, a passionate new beginning. I'm hearing the word refreshed. So maybe if you took like a little break, or, you know, like maybe you needed a little bit of time, and it's time for, but now it's time for you to get back out there. Yeah. Look at this Emperor with, you know, he has those plans, right there. So it's kind of like getting back out there, but like what I've been talking about, we've seen plan, we've seen strategize. So this is getting back out there and moving past just planning though, but actually taking some action towards whatever this is. And for each of you, like, it's a collective message, so you're all working on something different. Yeah, we talked about under this same thing, so hopefully it doesn't just repeat the whole thing. But we have the seven of cups, which is about options. And what I'm getting the sense of, like, is there's something good in each cup. So it really doesn't matter what it is that you choose. Just pick something, just make a decision and roll with it. What is it that you want to focus on? And just pick something and then just go with that. I'm hearing something about letting the cards fall where they may. Yeah. But it's kind of like the fact that you are struggling with making some type of choice with this indecision, that is what is causing the burden. Like if you're feeling stressed or anxious about something, it's because you have not, like you're not standing firm or standing true on whatever this is that you want to do. What do you want to focus on? There's no right or wrong answer, but you do need to pick one. Okay. If you, I have ADHD, so you may have to pick 2 or 3, and that's fine too, but just make sure that it's not overwhelming you. Okay. Make sure that you can handle it. Yeah. It's kind of like, for some of you guys, you may just be sitting there, and that's all you're doing. You're just kind of, well, I don't mean to sound like that, but it's kind of like all you're doing is, you know, like learning and planning, but you need to take action on whatever this is. Like, it's not like if you're building a business, it's not going to build itself just because you wrote the plans. You have to take the actions towards that, right? Like if you've, you know, like even if it's a relationship, if you've decided that you want to focus on your love life, and, you know, you've created this ideal partner, like you've written out everything, like kind of like your wish list for whoever it is that you want. Okay, great. Now what are you going to do? What are you going to do about that? Like you can't create your wish list and then sit in your house and not go out. You know, when people are inviting you places, you turn them down. Like they're not just going to show up at your doorstep. I mean, it can happen, but you know, that doesn't happen for everyone, right? So you have to take some type of action. There's something about, like, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone with something, because I'm being reminded of, like, you know, how I talked about that south node, which is basically that has to do with your comfort zone. You have to get out of that. Yeah. We have the Knight of Cups. I'm getting the sense of, like, whatever this is that you're working on, as long as you're taking action, like, you're going to see, it's kind of like you're going to get, I'm hearing something about a drop in the bucket, right? So it's kind of like you're gonna get something. You're gonna be rewarded. It may not be like, you know, okay, you wake up and, you know, like, you have a zillion people purchasing your product, or, you know, you got, you know, 5 million followers the very next day. Like, no, that's not how it's gonna work. Put in the work. And as long as you see growth, as long as you see improvement, as long as you're making some, I'm hearing headway, leeway or something like that, as long as you're getting that, then just keep going. Yeah. And for some of you guys, you know, I don't know, but for some of you guys, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to your data. If you have some type of database, you need to pay attention to that, because, like, as you see yourself growing, as you see improvements being made, it's going to give you more strength. You know, I'm hearing the strength to carry on. Yeah, you're gonna get strength to continue doing so. Oh wow, I'm going really slow, I guess. Yeah, we have the sun here. And I mean, this is basically repeating, so I'm going to go through this quicker and we'll do our questions. But we have the sun, which is, again, I've already said, make sure that you're focusing on the aspects that make you feel good, right? That keeps it, you know, something that's going to keep you positive and uplifted with whatever this is that you're working on, that, you know, you're trying to bring in. Under deceit, we have the Six of Swords. And see, she's going away. She's headed away from that. But I'm also drawn to all of that blue on her cloak, which makes me think of the throat chakra, right? So I'm, and what I'm hearing is calling them out on their bull-ish, right? So some of you guys, like, you're seeing all kinds of tomfoolery, and it's like either you just disappear or you're letting it slide. And what I'm getting is, like, when you see people being deceptive, you need to call them out on their bull. Let them know that you're not the one, the two, or the three. Let them know. Yeah. And at the bottom, we have this King of Pentacles. I'm hearing something about energy zapper. So it's kind of like either someone is trying to, um, what is that? Is that Drake? She's trying to take me out my something, but it feels, it's something about energy. But also for some people, they're trying to do things that, like, they're trying to get into, they're using deceptive practices, like, to get into your heart. But, you know, it looks like they're wanting to have, like, some type of relationship. But if you keep digging, right, if you keep digging below that surface and you're asking questions, you'll see that for some of them, this has something to do with money at the end of the day. So just, you know, I'm kind of getting the sense of, like, you know, call people out on that. You know, we have High Priestess right here at the top. You know, when people are, you know, you're getting some type of nudges. You're being shown what people are all about. So it's just kind of like you have to make sure that you are, you know, you're not afraid to call them out on it. Yeah, we have Four of Pentacles right here under the deceit, which is, this has to do with lack. Yeah, and here we go again with this 10 of Wands. It's kind of like there could be some people that, not that they want to take specifically like your dollar bills, yo. For some people, like with this share and lead, like they are basically you it's kind of like a copycat type of energy. You have people that, they may seem like they're there to be your friend, or they may seem like they're there to be like your, something to do with like a relationship or your love life, but really all they're doing is like the more that you're sharing things with them about what you do, or how you do the things that you do, or that's what they're hoping for, and they're using you as some type of mentor. And I'm hearing something about, stepping on someone's back. It's kind of like as soon as they get that information with this deceit card, like these are the people that you have to be careful with, because it's kind of like they're going to use you. They're not going to tell you, but they're going to use you for this information, as long as you allow it. And they're going to use you as a mentor, as an unpaid mentor, right? And we don't work for the free, right? Because we had this where is it, where it talked about sacred exchange of energy that goes against the laws of nature, you guys. Like giving people constantly, like we've been taught about, like, oh, doing things from the heart, and just, because blah blah blah. No, those I'm sorry, but those are a lot of people that just want to take things from you because they don't want to give you something in return. But if you're looking at universal law, if you're looking at the laws of nature, there has to be some type of exchange. Like people want to talk about like there is the law of reciprocity, you guys. So if one person is doing all the giving, the other person all they do is take, there is unbalance. And if you're like I know I can't speak for all cancers, but I know some of us are guilty of like we allow people to take, and then it's like you kind of blow up because because you're already such a good person, you feel like people should just know better, right? You feel like people should just know better and that people will automatically do better. But you have to understand that number one, even if they do know better, it doesn't mean that they're going to do better. And some people don't know better. So that's where I'm going back to making sure that you're speaking up as part of your level up. Like if you've been like sitting on the sidelines and you've been quiet about things that you want, you have to speak up in this season. If you really want to see progress, you have to speak up. So we're going to do our final little advice cards. And then if you have a question, who do we have? Karma. Hi, Karma Angel. How are you? Thank you for being here. And then if you have a question, you would like to ask a yes or no question, then we'll do that. And if not, I'll be back mañana. I'll be back tomorrow. So we're going to do this for 30 nights, 30 days, right? Okay, messages for Cancer. My hands are so small with these cards. It's so hard for me. But I do love the cards. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we have Tower, unplug and relax for a spell, and then Thorns, weave together the crown that you deserve. And what I'm really feeling with this is like there's something that you need to put to rest, and it has to do. I'm hearing, you want to make me the bad guy, eh? Like it has something to do with like putting to rest, like you feeling the need to prove yourself to other people that you're a good person. Like that's a given. They know that you're a good person. I'm hearing who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. And that makes me feel like they know, like if they need something from you, that you're gonna give it to them. but that's taking you away from something that you're supposed to be doing for yourself. And if they're not giving you anything in return, like there does come a time where that becomes like you're just being used, and you're going to have to call a spade a spade. Like no more excuses. Like it is what it is. All right, so those are the messages that we have for our day 2. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I will give just a few minutes. And if we don't have any questions in a couple of minutes, then we'll just wrap up. So feel free to leave your question. Remember, it's yes or no question, and it's just, free. You don't have to send me anything. So, and if you don't have any questions, again, make sure that you hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe and that you're leaving comments, because again, once we get to 250 subscribers, that's the first goal. I think we're at like 219 right now. But as soon as we get to 250, I'm going to pick 3 people from the comments, and those 3 people get a free personal reading. So a full reading of so yeah. Alrighty, it looks like we don't have any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.